Welcome back to Farmer and Hammer, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. And before we get started, I just want to let you know I am posting twice a week again. I'm posting every Sunday around noon, and I'm posting every Wednesday as well, early in the morning sometime around 8 or 9 o'clock. So if you want to see those, make sure your notification bell is turned on and you will get notified whenever I post those videos. Also, if you want some midweek updates, I do occasionally post some Instagram stories, so my Instagram is linked down in the description if you want to follow me there and catch up on a few things. But before I get into today's video, showing you guys the heifers, I thought I'd show you guys this. Apparently we had some big storms. We got 3.5 inches of rain in one night, which is great. We really needed it. We were in a drought and pastures are starting to recover. But along with that storm, we got some pretty bad wind. We had a big tree down over there, a big hedge tree, which we've already cleaned up. And you can see some of the roots over there. We also had this tree go down, which is a big cherry log. It was laying on the fence, and this side of the fence is not our property, this side is, and so the majority of the tree is on the neighbor's property now. We're going to ask them if we can drive the tractor over, haul this log off, and turn it into some lumber. As you guys know, on a farm, every penny counts, and so if you have some available resources, which this tree turned into, might as well not let it go to waste. We're going to haul this off. We had a local guy that set up a sawmill, and so we're going to have him cut this for us, and whether we sell the lumber or keep it and use it around projects around here, I don't know, but might as well not let it go to waste. As you guys know, wild cherry trees, if their leaves wilt and cows eat them, it kills them. So their leaves are poisonous when they're wilting. And luckily this fell onto the neighbor's property because they don't have cows and they only cut hay in their field. Luckily they didn't have any hay in here, so they wouldn't have raked up any leaves and put them in a bale, but we are lucky it didn't fall onto our side, because if it did, we probably would have had a few dead heifers, which I will go and show you now. Sorry, I'm going through the drive-thru. Wild blackberries. Some wild turkeys. I know you can't hardly see them, but there's 4 of them out there. And 2 more running right there. Good to see. Looks like the heifers have flipped their salt block out of the barrel here. And guys, I was just dropping that off and I noticed this on the ground. It's like, that looks like a pear. And looked around. I think we actually have some kind of wild pear tree. I've never seen this before. I've been in these woods hundreds of times. I've never seen this. I don't know if it's ever had pears before, but this is new to me. Looks like half of it's dead, but huh. Interesting. Probably aren't any good to eat, but they're out here. The heifers heard me pull in, so they are on their way over. I'm going to give them some mineral, and as you saw, they already had a salt block, but we always give some of this as well, and give them a nice little treat. Do this at least twice a week, 3 times a week, and then they have the salt block the rest of the time. What have you been up to, huh? It's been a while. They haven't gotten to see you for a couple weeks. So if you guys have seen my channel before, you will know that I raised a lot of beef cross bottle calves, and the first time I raised beef crosses, I kept the heifers, and I was planning on keeping them as beef cows. And this group of heifers, there's around 40 some in here. And most of the black baldies and the red white face are straight beef animals. They're not Holstein or dairy at all. But the other half, which would be mostly the solid blacks, those are going to be my dairy cross heifers, which are mostly Angus Holstein cross. And there's some Gelbvieh Holstein cross. And this one here, she is my Hereford Holstein cross. You guys haven't gotten to see him in a while, so I thought I'd do an update video for you. You remember the deal. You eat my clothes, I eat you. Just kidding. As I mentioned before, these girls were supposed to have gotten bred. They're supposed to be about 6 months bred right now. It's supposed to be calving here in 3-4 months, roughly. And had the vet out, he preg checked them, and absolutely 0 were bred. And we knew the bull was fertile. Whether it was because he was lazy, we don't know. I saw my heifers cycling. The vet said they were all cycling, so we know they're in heat, and we know the bull was mounting. Just something went wrong in between. So anyway, none of them got bred, and because we thought it was potentially a bull issue, even though he had been tested, we bought 2 new Hereford bulls. They're pretty young. There's one here, and then the other one is here, and he's my favorite. He's gonna be a pretty wide, stocky dude. But we had them on a rotation. We'd put the first one in for 2 weeks, let him do some breeding since they're young. And then we'd take him out, put the other one in, and let him do some breeding. And we are to the point now where the heifers have been moved so far away from the house, it's not easy to get the bulls separated and drive them home. So we put both bulls in here. Hopefully they're both doing their work. And I know I've seen them mounting, but once again, they're young, so there's no telling what they're up to. But fingers crossed, hopefully all my heifers get bred. My dad has the other ones in here, so hopefully his beef heifers get bred as well. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with them. They're not getting any grain. They haven't had any grain since January, I guess. And they've all sleeked off, really shiny. And my one worry with these dairy cross heifers is I thought they would get too big and they'd end up being like 15 to 1800 pound cows. And so far that has not been the case. These are sticking around that 800 to 900 pound range. They are a lot more framey than I'd like, but once again, they're not that 15 to 1800 pounds. And I honestly don't think they will get that big. So there may be a few in here that will, but for the most part, heifer like this, she'll probably max out at about 1300 pounds, which is still bigger than I'd like, but not terrible. So both bulls are now in with the heifers. I'm hoping all the heifers are bred. But I did see one that I've seen in heat twice this second time around, and she was in heat the other day, so I've been watching them close, hoping none of the other ones come in, because if they're coming in heat, that means they're not getting bred the first and second time, which is not good. Out of my 18 heifers, I'm hoping at least around 14 to 15 are bred, and I'll sell the other ones. But like I said, there's no guarantee, and we know the bulls are fertile, we know the heifers are fertile, or most of them are fertile. They're all at least cycling, but once again, no guarantees that any of them are bred. Have them all preg checked here in a couple months. You guys may be wondering what kind of pasture they're on. As you know, we were in a drought and we got some rain, but these heifers have been on this pasture for a couple days now. And as you can tell, they've eaten all the decent grass pretty well into the ground. There wasn't a lot that was green because once again, we were in a drought, but everything that was, they've eaten off. And you guys also may wonder why we have so many weeds in the pasture. This is ragweed, common ragweed. As you can tell, the cows have grazed the top of that. A lot of people try to get rid of weeds in their pasture, of course, but ragweed is one of those few weeds that we don't mind. That's because number one, the cows eat it, and number two, it's actually super high quality forage. This common ragweed in a young stage like this, it's about as good of quality as alfalfa. So cows nip the tops off. They'll only eat about that much off the top of each plant, but once again, ground cover and cows eat it, and it's great quality. So we're not concerned about having really pretty pastures with no weeds. If the cows will eat it, it stays, and if it doesn't pop a tire, it stays. So really the only weeds that we try to control are thistle, and we occasionally have to spray for locust trees because they pop up everywhere and they pop tires and all that. So that's about the only weeds we really control. All the rest, if the cows eat them, like I said, they stay. So anyway guys, that's a little update on the heifers. I know you guys haven't seen them in a while, so just thought I'd update you guys on them. As always guys, hit the like and subscribe button. That would really help this channel out. and I'd really appreciate it. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.